everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I've got the beautiful Livy in for her birthday nails. So I've already gone in, prepped the natural nail, and I have applied tips. I haven't used tips for so long, but I really wanted to try these tips out. These are the Glitter Planets easy tips, and I have to say they are so easy to use. They do come in a stiletto shape. And then you literally just have to trim off whatever you want to trim off to the length that you want them to be, and you don't really have to file them either. Like, they are really good, so I'll leave a link for those. So I applied my tips and then cut them down to the length we wanted, applied my acid bond, and then on the pinky we are going to be doing a ombre. So I have just gone in with Snowdrops from Glitterbels, applied that to the middle of the nail and sort of feathered that out a little bit towards the cuticle area just so it's got a bit of a blend, and then brought that up over the tip of the nail. Then I'm going to let that set before I go in with anything else. So on the ring finger, we're going to do a rose quartz nail. So I'm going in here with Naio Nails Flawless. This is my most favourite nude at the moment. It's beautiful. And I apply a thin layer of that to the whole nail. Then I'm taking Snowdrops, and they're quite wet beads as well, and sort of dragging those along the nail where I want the look, the design. I don't know how to explain that. So basically, I'm putting the white where I want the white. Then I'm using my brush to almost sort of lift it off the nude colour. So I sort of push it up to give it like a little 3D effect, as if you would if you were making a 3D rose. I just sort of lift it a little bit. And this is so that when I file this nail, some of the white will then show through a little bit more than the others. But you'll see what I mean in a minute. So I'm just going in and applying that to the nail in all different directions. And then I will let this set just a tiny bit before going in with the next colour. So the next colour that I'm going in with, oh my goodness, excuse me. Whew, it's been a long day. The next colour I'm going in with is Intense Pink from Naio Nails. And I apply this over the whole nail, and this is going to give that some depth. So apply this to the whole nail, completely covering it. And then I go back to the pinky nail to create the ombre. So again, taking Flawless, applying it to the nail, pushing it down towards the cuticle area, and then bringing that up, creating the ombre and bringing it up over the white. And then I will go in and encapsulate this one in clear as well. I do go back in with either a little bit of white if I think it needs it, or some more of the nude colour. I just touch it up just to make sure that I've got a nice blend there. So then I'm going to go in and encapsulate the ring finger with glass slippers from Glitterbels. I just encapsulate that whole nail. Just really quickly want to say a massive thank you to those that have sent me messages about my news. So for those of you that haven't seen it, I am opening a nail salon. I cannot believe it. What? I'm so excited. I'll have more videos on that coming your way. But yeah, thank you all so much for your kind messages and your comments. It means the absolute world to me. So on the middle finger, we're going to do a glitter fade. So again, going in with Flawless over the entire nail. And then I do take a small bead of clear acrylic, quite a wet bead, and dip it into my glitter. And the glitter that I'm using is the Glitterbels Autumn Cinnamon Twirl. And what I'll do is I'll place the glitter at the cuticle area and then drag that up and create my sort of glitter fade, glitter ombre type nail. And then I'll encapsulate that in clear as well. With the nude, I'm not applying too much so that it's really, really thick, because obviously I'm going to be encapsulating this nail. Do excuse Amelia in the background, I don't know what noise she's making. And then here I'm going in with my glitter and then just going to drag that using the tip of my brush just up over the nail. And then if I feel like I need more glitter anywhere, I'll go in with a bit more loose glitter. And then once I'm happy, I'll let it set up a little bit and then go in and encapsulate this nail as well. On the index finger, we're going to be doing an ombre nail. So going in with the white, exactly the same process as I did on the pinky. Go in with my white, bring that down and just sort of fade that down onto the natural nail. And then bring that up over the tip. Then I'll let this set a little bit and then go in with Flawless. And then I'll let that set and go in with Clear. So I'm just going to let you guys watch this. So whilst that nail is setting, I'm just going to go back on the pinky and the middle finger and just encapsulate in Clear. Making sure I'm putting that acrylic as close to the cuticle area as possible, but without it touching the cuticle area. And then bringing that up. But this is where you need to make sure that you've got your apex in the correct place. I'm going to do exactly the same on the middle finger as well. So on the thumb, we decided to do a French nail. French is not my forte. I'm not the best at French, but gotta do what the client wants. So I go in with Flawless and I'm going to create the extended nail bed. So I place that on the nail and bring that up to where we want the extended nail bed to finish. Use the side of my brush to give that a little bit of shape. I'm not too worried because I will be going in with a file. Then I go in with my cuticle bead and again bringing that up over the acrylic we've already placed down. Then use the side and the tip of my brush to shape that up a little bit. If you're not going to encapsulate, you do need to make sure that this is thick enough and that you've got an apex in there as well. Once that's set, I just go in with a hand file and just refine the shape of the smile line, making sure that it is going to look beautiful. As I said, I'm not the best at this, but I'll give it a go. Get rid of the dust, and then I'm going to go in with snowdrops again, placing that on the free edge of the nail and bringing that up and pushing it all the way up against the extended nail bed. Not bothered about getting it on the nude because I will file. Once you file, it does file off and leave you a nice crisp sharp line. So I don't encapsulate, so I just go in and file, which you will see in a minute. Once they were all set, I'm going to go in with my Melody Susie nail drill, and I've just got a fine sanding bit on the end, and all I'm doing is just going in at the cuticle area, making sure that it's nice and flush, and just removing a little bit of the bulk before going in with my hand file. The dust extractor that I'm using as well is off Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description box for that. It is such good value for money. Before I did Livy's nails, I forgot to empty it out, but it is really, really good. Honestly, I'm very impressed with it. I'm then going to go in with a 100 grit nail file and just refine the shape and make sure the cuticle area is nice and flush, and make sure that the surface of the nail is nice and even and there's no lumpy bumpy bits. And then I will go in with a white buffing block, grey buffing block, I can't remember which buffing block I use for this set, and buff these nails just to remove any scratches. So on the index finger, we decided to just put one small Swarovski crystal. Ignore my crystal picker that I had to make. I couldn't find my actual crystal picker. So I'm just applying that with some nail glue. Then I will let that dry before going in and top coating it. So whilst that's drying, I top coat the rest of the nails. And of course, I am using my Nail Lounge Collection's Ultimate Gloss Top Coat. Applying this to all of the nails, and then we will cure this in my LED lamp for 1 minute. If you're using a UV lamp, you do need to make sure you cure for 2 minutes. When you're top coating a nail that has Swarovski crystals on it, make sure that you apply the top coat around the crystal and not over the crystal, or else your crystal will lose the shininess and won't look very nice. So yeah, cure this, and then once the top coat has cured, we'll let this cool down for a minute before going in with cuticle oil. This is to prevent them from going dull. Apply cuticle oil and voila, this is the finished look. So I really hope you like this set, guys. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, click the subscribe button, and I will see you all very, very soon with some exciting videos. Bye.